Hello, everyone. Thank you once again for joining. And if this is your first time, this is Empowerment Network, and my name is Comfort Confo. Guys, today, as you can see, for the regular family members in the house, we have a big guest in the house. And of course, before I forget, the time in the studio now is 2 a.m. in Bangladesh. So, if not for any reason, guys, but because of our dear brother, you have to share this live discussion so that people should join us. So, hello, Andy.
Hi guys, how is everybody? Happy Tuesday. First of all, I have to apologise. Collins and I were going to do our O tracker again. The Indian, it's Indian Independence Day today. So we weren't sure how long the Indian webinar was going to go on, and Collins was fussing around because he was on it and part of the panel, and I deleted everything instead, and then they finished. So apologies for that. Hi everyone.
Yeah, sure. We can always make it up, guys. Sure, thank you. Hello, Bro Collins.
Hello, everyone. Just want to welcome our big guest, Engineer Shushanta, in the house. So today is Tuesday, and I'm glad to be here again.
Oh, yeah, sure. Today is a beautiful Tuesday. Thank you, Engineer Sushanta, for joining us. This is Empowerment Network. So go ahead and say hi. You need to unmute yourself, bro.
Thank you, Comfort. It's my great pleasure to be here. Actually, time doesn't matter. If your heart is there, then everything will be there. So thank you so much for inviting me. So and also I thank our great brother MD and also Collins. So it's my great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
sure. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. That is very powerful. That's a great mindset. Time doesn't matter. Things of the heart. So we really do understand you, brother. Thank you so much again. So, without any much ado, so tell us a bit about yourself, Engineer Sushanta, if you can, please.
Oh, thank you, Comfort. Thank you so much. Actually, my full name, official name is Sushanto Kumar Biswas. Susanto Kumar Biswas. I have graduated in Triple E, that is Electrical Electronic Engineering. Also did my MBA in Marketing. So I am known as Engineer Sushanto Biswas, and I like to be known as Sushanto Biswas till my last breath, especially in ONPASSIVE.
Right.
So basically, I'm a businessman. I have been in my own business for last 30 years plus. Basically, it's my professional business as I am an electrical and electronic engineer. So I do my related business,
Mm-hmm.
uh, manufacturing and some import of transformers, switch gears, elevators, and so on. So I have been in on passive since January 2020, and since my joining, actually I am enjoying the process, especially the launching process or different process of on passive, and I love all the surprises. Those are given by your CEO, Mr. Yash Mubarak, and I think rest of my life is full of surprises too. So it's a great platform I have been in, so I'm really happy. Be with so many global families, so many friends, so many brothers and sisters across the globe. Actually, in my business life, I thought I did so many things. I've given so many employment, so many people are actually grateful to me that they are having their life, they are continuing their life through my company. But once I have joined with OnPassive, I saw that I couldn't do anything in my life. But now I got a platform that I would able to fulfill all of my dreams, what I have in future. Thank you so much. Over to
Wow. Thank you so much. That is powerful. That is so powerful. And I know, guys, I think maybe we just want to comment it to a little bit because he says ever since he joined on Passive, there's been surprises upon surprises. And the best of all is the fact that he's done a few things. However, now he thinks that he's just on Passive is going to widen his horizon. So I don't know if you want to comment really quick or say something before we move on, please. Andy.
I think you're not alone in that. For us, certainly, once the light bulb went on, now I get it. You go, I don't need anything else. This is perfect, and this becomes the business. You don't need to do anything else if you don't want to. But once it gets bigger and bigger for you, you can then choose to add things to it, which is even more exciting. So yeah, it's phenomenal opportunity, and like you, I'm 100% on passive.
Right. Thank you, bro. So, Brother Collins, anything to add, please?
Yeah, just like what Engineer Shanta said and Andy, ONPASSIVE is like a school. The moment you plug in, then the light bulb just just turn on and say, my God, this is how massive it is. But when you are from the outside, you don't know how big ONPASSIVE is until when you get in, and not only get in, but you must plug in to really see what ONPASSIVE is all about. The more you go and you try to do it, you try to look into, zoom into ONPASSIVE, you say, oh my God, it's another world of own. And I believe most of us here, ONPASSIVE now is our whole life. ONPASSIVE, there's nothing we can do now without ONPASSIVE, because it's just so massive, and it's like a world where 1.4 billion cannot even a billion. We are talking about 5.5 billion internet users. I don't think they can fit all in ONPASSIVE because it's so huge. So we are all the same, on the same boat.
All right. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Engineer Sushanta, we follow each other. I've been listening to you everywhere you go, anytime. All you say is, I love ONPASSIVE. I am mad in love with ONPASSIVE. I love the process. And one of the things that you said, which actually ministered to me a lot, you said that Bangladesh is one of the least developed countries. And so you are very dedicated in helping your people because this means a lot to you. So what difference do you think ONPASSIVE is going to bring to the people of your country?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Comfort. Actually, Bangladesh is a developing country, not least developed country, and our vision to be developed in 1941. So our government is working accordingly. I'm sure that will be a developed country as per our schedule, as per our target. Now, how ONPASSIVE is making difference in our country? I think you asked like that. You know that we have 170 million of people, and out of that 170 million, 100 millions are young. Their age is 25 to 35. So we are actually enjoying the demographic dividend. So most of the young people, they are using the internet. So ONPASSIVE will be commercial. Once ONPASSIVE will be commercially available in our country, I'm sure all the young generation and other people will use the ONPASSIVE products, and definitely there will be a huge revenue, and all those revenues are actually foreign currency. You know that there is a huge shortage of foreign currency in our country because we need lots of foreign currencies for importing some of the goods, some of the items. Those are not available in our country. So that will impact on our economy because our only source of foreign currency is the ready-made garments export and the people those are working outside the country. So along with them, ONPASSIVE will be additional support of foreign currency, and I am sure that will make a revolution on our economy in our country. So I'm sure the ONPASSIVE is really a great opportunity for the Bangladeshi people. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So, Andy, if we're listening to our brother Engineer Sushanta, it is Bangladesh is an emerging economy with apparently predominantly a young generation. So, from your perspective, what do you think this is going to mean ONPASSIVE would mean to them and what this population would mean to the business?
This is a phenomenal opportunity because, as Engineer Sushanta said, the vast majority of the population are relatively young. This means they're tech savvy, and if they see the idea that we have as far as a business potential for every single person is, then they have an opportunity to turn their entire country around. Just think about it. If you had 100 million people, and we expect far more than that to come into ONPASSIVE over time, but you have 100 million people from Bangladesh turn this on and start making money from this, what difference would that make to that country? That's absolutely phenomenal. That you could overtake many other European countries that don't seem to think the same way. That's phenomenal, and I hope it happens. You see the Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Indian culture is to ensure that the kids get the best education they possibly can. And if you look at the charts, it shows these three countries in particular far higher than most European countries and the USA. Now, over time, that changes an entire makeup and economy of a country. So having ONPASSIVE to go along with it, that's that could change the country like that.
Wow.
So yeah, fantastic.
That sounds very, very promising. So Collins, I'm excited to hear what you have to say about this, please.
Andy said, I was just like thinking.
Before Collins, I like to add just 30 seconds.
All right, sure.
You know that Bangladesh, we have almost 100,000. That is 100,000 founding members. So if you see that 100,000 founding members and the 100 million total young people population, and those all of them will use internet. They are still using internet. Once they will get the ONPASSIVE's, the disruptive products, they will all use the ONPASSIVE products. And just think how much foreign currency, how much US dollar will add to our economy. So definitely it will be a revolution. Thank you. Please, sorry. Go ahead, Collins.
You don't need to be sorry. You are the guest of honor here. Yes.
That's really good. Just imagine we have technologies that can accommodate everybody, language-wise. So language is not a barrier or an excuse for you to say no. And we are talking about an emerging economy with that vast majority of population. And all of them are internet savvy, majority of them young generation. Think about what will happen. They can become entrepreneur within ONPASSIVE, using the ONPASSIVE technology to build external business while still being a founder. So ONPASSIVE will accommodate this generation very, very fast in every sphere of the business, be it in medicine, technology, marketing, every business will use it because one, language is not a barrier again when it comes to ONPASSIVE technology. And they can use it seamlessly to integrate it in every business. Not only that, they can still make commission out of it if they choose to, whatever business comes in. So, when you were just talking, Joshua, I was just thinking about this, the generation, as Andy said, generation, especially in emerging countries, they are technology savvy. It's just like it's part of them. And I always said, make this statement, Comfort always bear with this statement. I said, if you don't move according to the time with technology, you'll be left behind. So this is what is coming. And I'm just so happy that we as founders will be seeing country emerging because of ONPASSIVE.
That is just so powerful from you three, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much, guys. So And again, Engineer Sushanta, sometimes when you say your things, if you know that I'm around, you mind what you say because I take down everything that you say. So you are going to be answering to questions of things you have said somewhere, and I heard you, right? So, and equally, you made us understand that, Engineer Sushanta, that in Bangladesh, there is a $4 billion IT market cap just in your country. This sounds like what we've just discussed, but then for the sake of people who are listening to us for the first time, this could be useful information to other countries. So can you tell us a bit more about this when you say there's about $4 billion IT market cap in your country?
Thank you, Comfort. Actually, that is not my assessment. Some international agencies are there. They did their assessment, they did their statistics, and give a report. And the video is also available on YouTube and other social media. And that has been recommended by our government. So many agencies did that statistics, and that was actually in 2020 or 2020, 2019. uh, the market cap compare with the different parameters in our country. They have said there is a market cap not 4 billion, that was $5 billion, but that was in 2021, I think. And they have said that it will raise up to 8 to 10 billion in 2025. So it's a growing market, there is no doubt. But you know that we have a very revolutionary product on passive, and all the products are latest technology based, user friendly, and of course cost effective. So you know that in our country, the RMZ ready-made garment sector is the backbone to our economy. So huge number of employees, especially the lady employees, they are working there. In a garments industry, there are 10K, even some of the garments, there are 100K employees. So they are now maintaining their whole garments industry almost manually, or some automation, but that is not so fully automated system. So to maintain all of them in garment sector, I think our oyster will be a revolutionary product. And you know the O Connect, I love it. Once O Connect will be commercially, and all the the people of South Asian countries, they are not so much rich financially, but they are rich mentally. They want to have a very good education. They like to contribute to our country, to do something for our country and for our betterment. But we don't have actually sufficient money to go abroad to take education and afford everything. So if we can have all the education sitting at my home, you just think what revolution will happen in Bangladesh, like a overpopulated or the heavy populated country like Bangladesh. So I think the market will increase day by day, and ONPASSIVE will have a very good market cap because of its revolutionary product with disruptive and latest technology. So no doubt about that. So ONPASSIVE is a good support to our economy. At the same time, our people and our country is a good market for ONPASSIVE. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's very powerful. So, Collins, I would like you to go on this first. I know that Andy will surely have something equally to say when it's come to market cap and all of those. But then you go first, Collins.
Yeah, when I heard this, it just blew my mind when you said, and Shanta correct, he said 5 billion market cap of only IT technology. And if you look at it, most of the technology they are using now, sometimes there's always shortcoming, pitfall, and stuff like that. So if a country, of almost 100 million plus, having a market cap of 5 billion, and it will grow more. And that was 2021. We don't know the present value now, and it will grow more using that. Just think about what ONPASSIVE is coming to do to take part of that market cap. ONPASSIVE is coming with total solution, all integrated, single sign-on, So, and it's so cost effective. So what will happen, especially when it comes to, because when you talk about 5.5 billion, I'm seeing like the whole country going digital. Guys, we're talking about 80 or 60 to 80% digital. Some country doesn't have it because some people go, talking about paperless, talking about a lot of things. Some country, they are still struggling to go digital. And you're talking about a country which is almost 60 to 80% digital, because you must be at that range to have that market cap of 5 billion and more. So what will happen now when ONPASSIVE come in? Because when you're thinking about that market cap, they want to really use technology to implement it in every sector. And to have all of this technology is really costly, but they are still going for it. Just guess what ONPASSIVE will do? ONPASSIVE come in, blow the market, take most of it, give you easy solution, user friendly. Language is not a barrier when it comes to technology. Means you can just press a button and it will say in your own language, learning wise, everything. We're talking about all stuff coming integrated in your own society, talking about academy for learning, talking about all connect, and all pal. Young people will love it because that's also communication tool, one-to-one in a little group, or counting for finance and stuff like that. Marketplace where people can be So I'm just thinking about, the opportunity is just endless if we want to name the product and what they can do. It's endless. And Bangladesh, honestly, ONPASSIVE is coming.
Wow.
So I'll leave it there.
This is just crazy. I think it makes me sometimes understand how Ash says we own it. But I'll leave it with Andy. So go ahead, bro. I want to hear what you want to say.
Well, Colin said, it's endless. It's not just Bangladesh that it's endless for. But I like the fact that if I look at it, rather than look at the market cap side, look at it from another perspective. Look at it from the perspective of OBLES. Now, we know that there are, a lot of entrepreneurs, and there are a lot of people that have undoubtedly created different technologies. May well be in the IT field because that's the kind of area that a lot of youngsters go into, but it may well be that some of this technology is not able to be brought forward because of what's going on in the background. And one of the things that I love about ONPASSIVE is the fact that as a unicorn company, who's going to stop us? So you have a situation or an opportunity with OBLES to be able to help these guys create the technology that they have in their heads and be able to, help the whole of humanity, because let's face it, technology and the way things have moved on, it's almost slow over the last 20 years because they allow you to bring out things that don't impact quite as much. But having ONPASSIVE with us and behind us, it will give the opportunity for a lot of these guys to be able to bring new technologies to the market without having that fear of being suppressed or frightened off the project, which is fantastic. And I love that. And it's, like you say, the vast majority of the population is a young population. So having that capability, having something that gives these people the capability to then explore their visions, because we can use OBLES, I think that's going to make a hell of a difference as well.
I like to add.
My God. Go ahead, bro, if you want to add. Carry on.
You know that the intention and interest of the government is most important. And you know that our Prime Minister, she has declared the country digital Bangladesh. And the son of our Prime Minister, he's an IT engineer, and that guy is the advisor of ICT department, ICT advisor of ICT advisor to our Prime Minister. So both mother and son, they are doing their best to make digitalized the whole country. But still, we have some remote areas. There is almost the communication is very nice, electricity is there, but still their education and their lifestyles are and the income volume is not up to the mark. But hope that will increase day by day. And of course, ONPASSIVE will be the additional support to grow our economy, and that will on all the products, especially the OConnect and Academy and OSTAP. I'm sure that our government will use all those products, and that will reduces huge cost of our government. That will also help to grow our economy. So
I
ONPASSIVE
have
is
no doubt they'll
a
use.
great impact. Yes, please go ahead.
I'll have no doubt that they're going to use these products. But most of the governments are currently using the other alternative, which has security issues and have had security issues since it launched, that they've never done anything about. Whereas we have a OConnect, which is totally encrypted, AI encrypted. So why wouldn't the governments use it? I love that fact. And that means that it's going to spread like wildfire.
And Bangladesh is also giving the permission for the digital bank. We have lots of physical banks. Now we are gonna for the digital bank, and I hope that all the digital banks they need ONPASSIVE for it.
I hope, Sushanta, that the digital bank is based upon a commodity and not a central bank. You know, a digital backed currency with a commodity like the rest of the BRICS countries.
We can discuss this one later on. Let's discuss this later on.
No, digital bank doesn't deal the digital currency. They will actually deal our physical currency in the digital way, not the digital currency. Actually, the cryptocurrency is not officially allowed in our country.
All right. Okay, guys. Yeah, to be honest, before I forget, Engineer Sushanta, Collins, I think you can bear with me. I feel so jealous about your country because I can really see it just like this in the next 5 years when ONPASSIVE hits the ground. Because even about those in the rural areas, I think it's getting there really quick given that we have ONPASSIVE. So your country is like far gone. I can see that in the next 5 years, you are somewhere right up there. And I feel like, oh my God, I'm a bit jealous, but then that's a good thing for our people, you know. So I think I really do like that. So let's have a quick
But
look at.
Comfort, no need to be jealous because ONPASSIVE is breaking all the boundaries. ONPASSIVE is making another world
No,
in the world that will be ONPASSIVE world.
in a
So
good way. In a good
yeah,
way, my brother. Yes, in a
every,
good way.
every,
Well, we.
everything will be open to everyone.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about in a very, very positive and good way. I'm just wishing that all should have been doing like that so that, we all move together. I wish that every country embraces it like yours. That's what I mean. So it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong, please. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah. Yes. So I think this let's get this one as a last one really quick. You engineer Sushanta, you think that ONPASSIVE is unique and it's unparalleled. So tell us just one or two things. We know that ONPASSIVE, OConnect, that's what I'm talking about. If we want to discuss OConnect, it will take us the next 48 hours, but we want just one, maximum two things that are driving you crazy about OConnect.
Oh, that will be actually misadventure to speak on OConnect before Collins Mana. But
No,
I'm
you
just
just go for it. Don't
just
worry.
I'm just mentioning two features actually what I love. Actually, I am conducting the webinar for last 2 years continuously on Zoom. So it's so difficult to conduct webinar. Managing everything is so tough. But OConnect is making, especially the host, those are conducting the webinar, it's so easy. Especially the time management. We can give alert to the speakers, and also I like so much the uh, presentation, so much the prompter option. I like it so much. because always we need something to note and to speak. But the prompter option is so helpful to speak on any gathering. That is amazing. And the polls, time management, and also I love there is a entertainment. You will not be bored. If you are bored, then there is option to entertain you. So everyone will love that. Thank you. Comfort.
Sure, of course. So I think you like one of my best features as well. I think they know that already. So it's a good thing. So let's have a quick one, guys. So a few seconds, Brother Collins. Last one, maybe you comment on what he has said or anything. This will be your last time, you and Brother Andy. So go for it. You go first, Collins.
I don't know when you talk about the best in O Connect, everything is best for me.
I know, right? Everything.
Every single function is just crazy. So there is no one you can say, because when you think about noise cancellation, that's crazy enough. You talk about Wi-Fi booster or the booster we have again, where if you have a low bandwidth, click the button, it boosts you up. Talking about the uploader, and you talk about the language, speech to speech, real time, and if the 4G, we are talking about the 4K. So 4K and 8K. So everything, where do you start? So everything is just crazy with Okon. I can't put my finger and say this is the best, because everything is just about humanizing the whole platform, because I don't see it again as a web conferencing or video conferencing platform. It is more than that. It's like machine interacting with humans. So that's how I see it.
Okay.
Collins, I like to add that as it is mentioned in our website that we are offering today we are offering tomorrow's technology. That
Yes,
means
that
you know
is it.
that we are giving the 20K resolution, 12K resolution, but there is no hardware on this market with that support 12K resolution. So we are giving the products with 12K resolution. So all the hardware manufacturers they will improve their hardware also to utilize the 12K resolution. If the hardware doesn't support, then we won't able to use the 12. We won't have the benefit of 12K resolution. So there is a default resolution is 1K. So at best 4K, but still we are giving 12K. So it is amazing. It is beyond our thinking actually. Thank you.
Oh wow. All right. Let's hear from our brother Andy.
Well, they've just stolen all my ideas. So,
I know.
so let's look at it from a business perspective briefly, because we have a product that is far superior, easy to use. It has far more features than anything else on the market. It's far more cost effective than anything else on the market. It's totally encrypted, so it's safe. And again, I'm going to use this analogy that Collins uses. You have, with the other pro products available on the market, you have a two-story house with two-story foundations, and they're trying to build a skyscraper. We have the foundations to send ours to the moon, which is what we wanted to do. And everything that comes on board from then on is integrated with OConnect. So Academy becomes, an integral part, OPEA and so on. All of these things are interconnected, and this is the key. But just the video conferencing market last year, we know Zoom made 138 odd billion last year. Do you think they're going to do it again this year? I think that's a good question, and one that we should answer at the end of it.
No. Yeah. So, Engineer Sushanta, you have one up to 2 minutes now. Maybe you say hello, because I can see that a few people are watching with you from home. My brother Dilip is here, and a few people. So, if you'd like to send out greetings in your language, I don't mind at all.
Hi everyone. I can speak on my own language. আপনারা যারা আমাদের বাংলা ভাষায় বাংলা ভাষাভাষী যারা আছেন, আমি আমাদের সবাইকে যারা শুনছেন সবাইকে অসংখ্য অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি, এবং এভাবেই আমাদেরকে অনুপ্রাণিত করবেন যেন আমরা নতুন নতুন ইনফরমেশন, নতুন নতুন তথ্য আপনাদের সামনে নিয়ে এসে আপনাদের সবাইকে সবসময় আপডেট রাখতে পারি। থ্যাংক ইউ কমফোর্ট।
Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta. It was such a blessing having you, and you brought another perspective. That's why this platform is existing, because everybody comes and puts it in their own words, and it makes a lot of difference. So, guys, let's do well to share this discussion, because some people in some country or in some part of the world, they are looking for something like this to do what our brother's country is going to do, but they don't know that we have it here. So let's just share it. We don't know who falls on it and say, "Oh my God, we found it!" So thank you. And if you have not subscribed yet, why not go ahead and do that for us? This discussion runs on about 7 YouTube channels and on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe, click the bell. We love doing this and we love having you because it's a family thing. Thank you, guys, and see you soon. Thank you, family. Thank you, Engineer Sashanta.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.